Hello everybody, my name is Ojolix, and I am a community leader for the Lord of the Rings speedrunning community. Recently, I have seen a lot of social media attention wanting to push for a remaster of some of the classic Lord of the Rings games. And while I myself am a huge proponent for these remasters, I do want to give a little bit more of a spotlight that you can enjoy your classic Lord of the Rings games in a new light without just having to go through and get perfects on every single level, such as in The Two Towers or The Return of the King. So what I'm going to be highlighting here is the Lord of the Rings speedrunning community. Each of these different speedruns highlights a group of people who have spent a lot of time optimizing various strategies in order to complete the game as quickly as possible. They have committed thousands upon thousands of hours into perfecting strategies, tricks, glitches, as well as just any other method in order to complete their games quickly and compete for the world record. We're going to be going through each and every single Lord of the Rings game that we have on our Lord of the Rings community page on speedrun.com, and if you would like to be able to see those, there will be a link to it in the description below, as well as if you would like to interact with the runners and maybe find your favorite Lord of the Rings game and learn more about it, there will also be a link to the Lord of the Rings speedrunning Discord in the description below as well. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump in. The first game that we are going to be highlighting within this series is going to be The Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers. The Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers was released in 2002 and developed by Stormfront Studios, and then a few months later ported to the Nintendo GameCube by Hypnos Entertainment. The Two Towers features the characters of Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli, each with various abilities that allow them to complete each level. Each character is uniquely designed, and at the end of the game you are able to unlock Isildur as a secret character. Now, running The Two Towers as a speedrun is a journey of mechanical skill. While this game is primarily a glitchless run, the beauty of this run comes from the knowledge and skill of the various mechanics within the game. Because each character has a different playstyle, and with these different playstyles come various strategies and tricks. Before we get into the crazy tricks, we're going to get into the main mechanics that are used throughout the run. With The Two Towers being a hack-and-slash RPG, a lot of the mechanics are based around specific combos that are done during each level. There are three primary forms of attack that are being used in the run. There are speed attack, fierce attack, and ranged attack. The speed attack and fierce attack are combined to create various combos that allow the runner to dispatch enemies quickly, as well as gain the maximum amount of experience points that allow the runner to get the best upgrades quickly. Now you're probably wondering, how do these combos change how much EXP you gain? Excellent question, and let's dive into it. The Two Towers has a damage meter at the bottom left side of the screen that shows how far you are from your next level up, as well as this other meter that fills in progressively while you are doing damage. As this damage meter fills, the EXP you gain changes, as well as what type of kill you achieve. There are 4 different kinds of kills that you can get in each level: fair, good, excellent, and perfect. The perfect kill is the maximum amount of EXP that you can gain, and you only get it when the damage meter fills and it starts glowing like this. When this happens, you do the most amount of damage as well as gain the most experience. This is how the basics of the mechanics within the Two Towers work. The runners use these various combos and they're able to get a lot of EXP and dispatch enemies quickly. So now let's move into the tricks within the run. There are a few cool tricks and fight methods that the Two Tower runners use within the game in order to go really fast. I will be highlighting them here in this video, and if you want to learn more, you can see more descriptions on them by looking at the Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers leaderboard in the description below, as well as you can ask the runners themselves by checking out the Discord, also linked in the description below as mentioned earlier. The first trick that I want to highlight is the Balin's Tomb Cave Troll Quick Kill. Now, if you are familiar with the game, you know that in the fourth level of the game, you will see after you fight a horde of goblins, you will go up against a cave troll. This cave troll can be quite a pain for anybody who is playing on the casual level. But for a speedrunner, we're able to do it quickly. By going for this quick kill, we're able to show a lot of detail, muscle memory, and a strong awareness of the surroundings. All of these happen in order to execute this trick efficiently. As you can see in this clip, Aragorn is running up and using a fierce attack to hit the troll and stun him. There is a specific rhythm the runner is doing during this point in time. He uses his fierce attack, but doesn't use the second one, so that way he can attack faster as well as keep the troll from retaliating. He does this 8 times, and he alternates his fierce attack presses by about 1 every half a second. While he is doing this, he has to be watching the goblins around him, making sure that they do not interrupt this rhythm. Because if he were to get hit, the damage meter would drain, and it would not allow him to get into perfect mode for the second phase, which is a very, very crucial part of this trick. After doing this 8 times, he then will allow himself to drop the second fierce attack, which is the downswing, in order to secure perfect mode as well as advance into the second phase of the fight. And since he is in perfect mode, we're able to do the maximum amount of damage possible. So in perfect mode, we do 2 fully charged arrow shots and a quick shot to finish off the troll to end the level. This trick is super fast, and it takes a fight, which normally would take a couple of minutes trying to figure out how the troll acts and reacting, to now being able to dispatch him in under a minute. The next trick we are going to highlight is going to be the Lurtz quick kill. Again, if you were familiar with the run, you were familiar with the game, you were familiar that with the Lurtz fight, having to run around to every single statue and trying to get Lurtz stuck on a statue and then attack him in order to deal damage. In the speedrun, we're able to do this using only one statue. Once you have entered the Lurtz fight, you are going to be doing his archery phase. If you are in perfect mode when you start the archery phase, it is only going to be one shot that you are going to take before advancing the phase. If you are not in perfect mode, you must take 4 quick shots as Aragorn in order to advance the phase. But once you advance into the sword phase, this is where the trick gets really interesting. As you can see in this clip, the runner will run over and position himself in this very specific spot in the statue. This will bait Lurtz to come over and to try and swing at the statue. When Lurtz swings, he will get himself stuck on the statue, and then the runner will move around to the other side, position himself very strategically using a Isildur Swift Terror combination attack, which is 2 speed attacks and a fierce attack. This will immediately put the runner into perfect mode, and then with a very well-timed Ranger Fury while continuing to hug Lurtz's position, if he releases it at the perfect time, Lurtz will immediately die. And even if Lurtz does not die, there's a very efficient backup that still makes this Lurtz fight under a minute long. This trick is one that has become a staple in the Lord of the Rings The Two Towers speedrun. Many runners have lost runs, as well as just continuing to get excited whenever they're able to hit this trick in a run. Now, the third and final trick that we are going to be covering in this video is the most inconsistent, but probably one of the most interesting tricks in the run. This is the Hornburg Udokai cutscene skip. After a certain period of time in the level Helm's Deep Hornburg Courtyard, Legolas will spawn and ask for help. Aragorn needs to run up and slay the Udokai, then return down to help Gimli. In order for this cutscene skip to work, however, Aragorn needs to kill the captain that is up there, and you know that it's the captain because this is the Udokai that doesn't have a helmet. You kill him and one of the other side Udokai, and then you do a little bit of damage onto the last one. Once you do that little bit of damage, it is important that you run away and avoid killing him. The reason for this is because Legolas does still deal damage, and the AI are able to kill the enemies that are there. And so, if you run away and you run past a specific point in the wall that's there, Legolas will kill the enemy and advance into the next stage of the level, which is triggered after Gimli yells Udokai. And when Gimli yells Udokai, the level advances, but you don't have the cutscene that would normally play when Gimli is running around and killing enemies and trying to summon you back down, letting you know that your gate is under attack. Skipping this cutscene saves about 20 to 30 seconds, as well as just allows for you to be in a better position to keep on at the second half of the level. As you can see, there are a lot of intricate things within this run that make it interesting. There are a lot of various ways to go about it, and so many interesting things that this game can throw out to runners. If you want to learn more about this run, I recommend that you check out my mechanics tutorial that is going to be linked in the description below, as well as the world record at the time of this video's uploading. I also recommend that you check out every single one of these runners: Zogelix, Ryland Hand, Bloody Lifetime, 7 Swagmuffin 7, and Kachru. Each of these runners have put in a lot of time in the game, and you can see various methods of play throughout each of their runs. There will be links to their Twitch accounts all in the description below as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a like and subscribe, and if you have any other Lord of the Rings games you want me to cover next, please leave a comment, and feel free to leave any questions you have in the comments as well, or you can hop into the Lord of the Rings speedrunning Discord, again, linked in the description below, to be able to check it out and ask whatever questions you have. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and may the grace of the Valar go with you.